camp and to impress with the coaching staff?
Yeah, so I wasn't able to do anything in the spring, like physically, because my pec. So I wasn't able to do any spring ball. I had to learn it all, just like helping teach like the younger guys, and that was like kind of the way I did, was like help coach. So that was like how I learned it. So going into camp, I knew I had to have a good camp, just to show like the coaching staff, because they don't really know me, that I can play and kind of prove like that I can do that, like be your one and rotate and all that. So I just kind of attacked it like best I could. I took every opportunity I could to make plays and do my job and prove that I knew how to play in this defense and everything like that.
What injury were you dealing with in the spring?
I tore my pec into the season, into the fall season, like Oklahoma game at the very end of the game. I like tore it, which kind of sucked. So I tried to play a little bit against KU, and it really started to bother me and hurt worse. Probably tore a little bit more. I tore like 80% of it. So it wasn't too much fun. So I had surgery right after the Iowa State game, like that Monday. And then I did like rehab on it, PT, for like 5 months. And then so I wasn't able to really come back full swing, full go till summer. So it's kind of a quick turnaround, getting back into shape and everything like that. But got all my numbers in the weight room back up, which I was happy about. And like in that time, like all back to where I was before I got hurt. And then I was able to still keep in touch like with football and up like what's going with the schemes, and I was able to pick it up pretty well.
How stressful was it to miss the spring when you know everybody else is getting to play in that new system and you have to watch?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of stressful just because, especially new coaching staff. Like, because Coach Seiler was gonna be the DN's coach, but then he left, so it's kind of like now no one really knows like my abilities, what my weaknesses, strengths. So I had a lot to prove, but I wasn't able to even do that in the spring. So I just kind of took that as a challenge to try and learn the defense as best I could, because that was like kind of my advantage, was trying to learn that really well. So then when I am able to play, I'm able to play fast and not have to think and do the best I can.
Did the coaches say anything to you during the spring to keep you kind of engaged and say, hey, we're aware of you, it's going to be good, that kind of thing?
Yeah, so like we had a lot of younger guys, and we even had some like linebackers playing DN on one of the ends, and so I like coached them up. Like some of those guys didn't even know the play because their linebackers are just filling in. And I would just tell them, I look at the call, and then I'd yell at them real quick, each side, like what they were doing. So it was like making me think fast, making me like kind of know the defense well, and teaching somebody kind of helps you learn a lot more. So that's how I kind of contributed in the spring.
How painful is that to tear a pectoral muscle?
It was really painful, and I had to deal with it for like a month. And so whatever I would do, even if it was just like hitting the bag at practice, it would just like send a shooting pain down my arm. My arm would go numb. And so when I tried to play a couple times, like against KU, I was doing like jet team stuff, like third and long. And a couple times it was okay, and then one time it was like a run play. I was like, this is great. And I fell down in this position, which is like the worst position. And then he fell on top of me, and I was in so much pain. And I was like, okay, I'm not helpful out here right now. I was like, I'm probably done for this game. And just had to wait till the end of the season to get surgery just in case like something happened and they needed me. And there's a couple times like Iowa State, we had a guy get hurt, somebody was out. So I just filled in real quick for a couple plays. And then once the season was over, that's when I got surgery.
You talked about teaching young guys. We saw Colin Duke with the ends, at least in warm-up. I don't know if he's a linebacker or in now, but is he somebody working with you guys?
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on him?
He's just a great athlete. So he's kind of doing both right now. But right now he's learning some more DN stuff, and he's doing really good. The guy's really talented, and he's got a good work ethic, and he's really open to coaching and trying to learn it, because he's just kind of getting thrown in there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever played this position before, but he's taking coaching well, and he's listening to us and asking questions. So he's just doing what he needs to do, and he's doing a good job at it.
And a similar question on Cartez Crook-Jones. Just we haven't seen him yet, but what are your thoughts on him as a young guy at that spot?
Yeah, he's a really good guy. Cartez is one of those hard workers. I think this summer really kind of broke out and had a good like summer workouts and did well in conditioning, and he's starting to get the flow of the system and everything down, and he's doing good in the weight room, and I can really see him like trying to learn the schemes, and I think he's going to do great things whenever, like in the next spring or whatever, but I think he has a promising future here.
How much fun is it to play on this defensive line?
It's fun, especially since like we've all played with each other for a long time for the most part, and we're all pretty well experienced, and we like to have a lot of fun out there. I think the D line's pretty like we got a lot of depth there, and so I have a lot of trust in all those guys. So we like to have fun with it. Like we all joke, like the D tackles and us are all pretty close, and so we like to joke around with each other all the time, and we just like to have fun out there.
Can you take me back to